Aha! There we go. Proper
Love it.
DM hood. Well, that's weird looking.
It's a good
Welcome.
hood.
That's gonna get in the way too much. Yeah. Can't take it off now. It's too late. Hello, welcome everyone. Don't mind me just struggling. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Fowl and Friends, our monthly D&D live stream where we get together and play Dungeons and Dragons and just be ridiculous. It's a great time. Thank you all for joining. I am Luke, your dungeon master, and starting over here, we have other Luke, who plays Tyler Trueshot.
Hey guys, I played Tyler Trueshot, who's a human ranger, and my fun fact for today: at the end of last episode, we saw the human form of Lord Quackers, and Lord Quackers is in Tyler's opinion, the third most attractive man he's ever seen. Um, in second place comes Taylor, who he saw a handful of episodes ago dancing at the circus. You'll have to refer to older episodes to find out more about Taylor. And of course, in first place, Tyler believes that he is the most attractive man he's ever seen. Um, and but that being said, third most attractive man you've ever seen. Tyler's pretty impressed, to say the least.
Love it. Next we have Deanna.
Oh boy, hi, I'm Deanna. I play Isira, our mischievous little wood elf rogue. And her fun fact is that when she was little, Is wanted to be a princess who is secretly a dashing, charming thief who swindled people out of their riches and escaped to a life of daring and adventure.
Love it. Next we have Anna, my lovely wife.
Hi, I'm Anna. I play Lyra, who is a tiefling bard. And when Lyra was a child, what she wanted to be when she grew up was a librarian because she loved books, but she traveled, she was part of a circus and she traveled around too much to actually own any books of her own. So she always wanted to live somewhere where there was tons of books. And that sounded like something that a librarian would do. So, yep.
That is adorable. My goodness. Next we have Storm. Or sorry, Roxanne, who plays Storm.
Hi, I'm Roxanne. I play Storm, who is our center fighter / wild surge sorcerer. And when Storm was younger, she wanted to be a potion maker who traveled the world with a band of pirates.
I love it. That's great. And last, and certainly not least, we have AJ.
Hi, I'm AJ. I'll be playing Dolf Fitzgerald. And Dolph's fun fact is related to the month we're in. We're in Pride Month. And Dolf identifies as a pansexual. Did he have a boyfriend before? No. Did he have a girlfriend before? No, but he just thinks they're all everyone along the spectrum is just freaking lovely.
I want you to know I am, with all of my being, trying not to make the joke that he was attracted to pans and pots.
Really I'm going to interrupt that joke, and Dolph and I have this in common. I love him more now. What a lad.
Love it. Welcome everyone. This is the fun little group we have here. Once again, I am just Luke, the Dungeon Master. Fun fact about me, I'm a little toasty in this cape, and it's too late to take it off. Anyways, we will go ahead and jump right into the fantasy, if everyone wants to put on their fantasy hats.
I'm going to put my fantasy hat on in just one moment, because my water bottle just spilled everywhere.
Oh no, that is an unfortunate moment. All right, we're having technical difficulties. We will return. In the meantime, who can give me their best announcer voice?
I feel like Tyler's whole voice is like announcer voice.
It's true.
You're
Yeah.
listening to Misty Mountain Legends.
Brought
That
to you
works
by
so
Arcane Anthems.
Fantasy hat acquired. We're good.
Wonderful. Ah, marvelous, marvelous. All right, fantasy hats on. And we shall begin. Last we left off, you all had finally returned back to the Church of Lord Quackers, where you had just got back into town after retrieving all of the stolen goods. And you had kind of hoped for a bit of rest after the craziness of what you just had over the past few days. When you returned, you found it packed out, and instead of a normal duck that you've grown to love and worship, and who you know so well, you find a tall, attractive, dark olive-skinned, and ornamentally dressed man who spoke to you all in the same voice and manner that Lord Quackers has always addressed you with. You know now, your evangelism for Lord Quackers has made him grow in power and in splendor. That was Lord Quackers there in the background, if you can hear it.
Now, we described Lord Quackers as Geralt of Rivia mixed with
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, that's the kind
But
of...
specifically the who is he played by on Netflix? That version of Geralt, not the video
Yes,
game
yes.
version of
Yeah.
Geralt.
Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
That-
Henry
that-
Cavill, whatever his name is.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, he is a very, very attractive individual. So, yes, be excited. So he has turned to you all and welcomed you in, and he says, "My friends, it is so marvelous to have you back at this time. I see that your heroism throughout the city has been used to spread my glory. I'm so glad to have chosen you all as my disciples." And he comes and embraces each one of you, one by one. And when he comes to embrace you, Storm, he doesn't appear to grow in size, but you're not having to bend down to hug. Like, he just, like, seeming like kind of comes up to meet you and embraces you. And then same for you, Dolf. It's not like he shrinks, but it's not an awkward embrace. You're not like hugging his leg. It's a full-on embrace. It's very, it feels kind of odd because that's what y'all are used to.
When he tries to hug Lyra, she steps back and just hands him a pamphlet.
Thank you,
Cold.
Lyra.
She does not do physical touch.
That is
Never been kissed. We're
Can see
and she
why.
especially is overwhelmed by this very attractive god-like creature thing.
he takes it and he just simply kind of gives you a small nod. He appears to understand.
Okay.
And he smiles at each of you. But then he looks down and he notices the small form that is Gobbo behind Storm's legs. He looks down and kind of looks at Gobbo inquisitively. And Gobbo hides his face, trying to just really make himself smaller behind one of your legs, Storm.
Storm will address Lord Quackers and say, we found him in...
Oh no.
Suddenly muted yourself.
You muted yourself.
Roxanne.
I fixed it. I'll just start over. Okay. We found him camping alone in the woods, and unfortunately my magic kind of backfired and things happened, but he's with us now. And once we resolve what needed to be resolved here, our plan is to find his family.
I see.
His name is Gobbo.
He nods, and then he kind of kneels down on one knee down in front of Gobbo, and kind of just to meet him eye to eye. And Gobbo shyly looks up to meet his eyes, and then there's just kind of this moment of silence. Like there's no words are spoken, nothing. Y'all don't hear anything in your heads. There's just seems to be some sort of communication. And then Lord Quackers smiles, looks at Gobbo with gentle eyes, and Gobbo seems to relax. And he doesn't seem as shy, and he steps out from behind your legs, Storm. And he walks towards Lord Quackers, so he's about a foot away. And everyone in the temple has started to notice this thing happening. And it's very quiet. I mean, you could hear a pin drop. And as this moment happens for a couple minutes, everything's very quiet. And then Gobbo bows very low down. And Lord Quackers gently places a hand on his head. And you all suddenly feel a rush of energy flow from Lord Quackers into Gobbo. And there's a light that glows around them brightly. And Lord Quackers' eyes shine like small suns. Then, after a moment, the light calms down. And you all hear in your heads, not out loud, "Welcome, young Gobbo. May you serve me well and find a home here amongst your new friends." And Gobbo smiles wide and pointy smile, and you can now hear him in your heads.
Yay!
Thank you, Lord Quackers, sir. And he bows again, still smiling brightly and wide. And Gobbo is now officially inoculated into y'all's little family, I suppose is a good way to put it, of servants of Lord Quackers.
Did he also level up like 10 levels? Because I want him to be more than 10 hit points. I'm so scared he's going to die.
We'll get to that.
Oh no.
It's just like one level of fighter and like 7 levels of warlock.
Yeah.
He is the true servant of Lord
Like,
Quackers.
he goes from being like a small child to like a big buff, like he's got like muscles. He's still the same size, but he's like ripped now.
That would be
Will he still be
Ripped
cute
magically.
to us if he's a ripped goblin man?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely. Of course he.
Okay.
he's ripped
Yeah, of course.
magically.
That is our
Go.
son. Come on.
That is my son. He'll always be cute to me.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, so Lord Quackers stands upright and tall once more and raises his arms to the crowd around you, and he says, "Welcome, my newest disciple, young Gobbo." And the crowd that's in the temple just applauds, and it's just cacophony of clapping all around you. And Gobbo looks very sheepish as he just kind of like still smiling wide as he seems comfortable, more comfortable now than he was when you entered into the city. And young Gobbo looks up at all of you and he just says in his head to all of you, "Thank you, ma'ams and sirs, for bringing me here. He seems very nice."
Tyler clears his throat and he's like, this is out loud. He says to Lord Quackers, could you show me how to do that too?
Storm's going to step in and go, in her mind, "Tyler, you already know how to do it. You just have to think out loud. Instead of your mouth, just think it in your brain. Try. What's your favorite color? Tell me, but not with your words."
He like panics for a second and he closes his mouth and goes,
Try to think it, Tyler. Try to think the word really hard.
Tyler like stares intently for a second, and then in his mind you can hear blue.
Tyler.
Tyler looks excited.
He's doing it.
He's learning. He's gonna be better than before.
And then you can hear in your mind, is it working? Is Can you hear me? Is it
We can
on?
we can hear you, Tyler. You're doing wonderful. Now let's practice turning it off.
Don't hurt
Tyler, just-
yourself.
You
Here.
hear in your minds, we can talk like this all the time now. Now you can hear me all the time, no matter what. Even if someone covers my mouth, you can still hear me in your heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
You hear Tyler's voice. This is so exciting. Oh my goodness. You can hear me. Do I sound cool? Do you like how I sound?
Can Storm bonk him on the head? Like not hard, just like a bonk.
You could just like
Oh my
if you're just trying to
God.
like boop him in the head, yeah, sure. No, not even an attack roll needed for that.
I bonk Tyler and I go, hush.
The temple around y'all is now bustling with energy as people come up and are congratulating Gobbo and are shaking his hand, and he seems a little overwhelmed, but he doesn't seem to be uncomfortable. He doesn't seem to be scared anymore. He's just like yeah, like shaking everyone's hand who are welcoming him into the fold as best. That's the best way I guess I could put it. And while all that's going on, Lord Quackers stands next to all of you and smiles at you all warmly, and he says, "I am certain that you have some questions for me. Now, come, I will answer all of your questions. But first, let us celebrate and welcome Gobbo into your ranks. After which, I shall answer all of your questions, as well as I have one question for all of you." And he says this right before walking back into the crowd, and he stands next to Gobbo, who has started looking overwhelmed.
Storm's gonna put her hand down to Gobbo and in her mind ask, "Do you want to lift up? We can get you through the crowd faster."
He looks at you, and then he looks up at Lord Quackers, and Lord Quackers kind of nods. He says, "Yes, ma'am. That would be very nice."
I gently yoink him up onto my back.
Whoop. And he goes up, and you all hear in your heads, "I will speak to you all in the basement."
I skip after him and I'm like, by the way, you look different. Did you get a haircut?
He just chuckles and says, "I suppose I don't really have hair. This is all feather, and now that you're right up on him, you can see it is actually all feathers. It's just very fine. They're all very
Good point.
fine feathers."
Before we
I'm gonna start
go,
pushing through the crowd. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just gonna say Storm's gonna start pushing through the crowd to follow Quackers.
Perfect.
Before Dolph goes down into the basement, he's gonna change out the offering basket to empty that out and make it empty again.
Perfect. All right. So the offering basket was overflowing.
Mm-hmm.
So what you had in it
Mm-hmm.
was roughly 3,000 gold pieces.
All right, I'm adding that to our total now.
And that was not even all that was there. So that's just what you were able to get in that quick, brief moment of switching out the baskets. And as you all head sort of towards the back area, towards the stairs to head down, Lord Quackers turns to the crowd and he just basically tells them to feel free to stay and to worship and give offerings. They are all welcome. And the crowd, everyone kind of bows low to him. And people begin kind of worshiping there at the altar and giving offerings and whatnot. And then he kind of he turns to you all, motions for y'all to continue down the stairs.
Storm and
Yep, I'm
Go downstairs,
skipping after
yeah.
him.
I'll follow.
I'm skipping after him, staring really intently at his head.
Perfect. All right. So downstairs, Lord Quackers turns and shows Gobbo a room that was obviously meant for a much smaller humanoid creature, as the doorway is only 3 feet tall, and the room itself is short but rather spacious. Gobbo walks in, And you can't see him after he walks in, as it's like, you have to, like, unless you decide to duck down and watch him. But
Can go in
you
there.
hear shuffling about, and you can hear him setting down his sword, and as that's the only possession he actually has anymore. But he steps out of the room and he looks up at all of you and he says, I think I would like to rest now, sirs and ma'ams, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Gobbo. That's fine. You don't need permission from us. If you're tired, you can go to sleep.
It's been a really long day.
And he just gives a big old yawn. I thought about it.
My bed still has the man in it. Dolph, can he go sleep in your room?
What, the man?
Yeah, Gobbo.
Oh, well, I mean,
No, Gobbo has his own room.
Gobbo has his own room, his
Yeah,
own
Gobbo-
little room.
That's just where he
Okay.
walked into. Yeah.
Got it. The tiny room is where he walked into. Got
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
it. Maddie.
well, Gobbo smiles at all of you before walking back into this small room, and he closes the door. And then a few moments later, you can hear the gentle sound of just a very small snoring. So he is passed out as he's had very, very long couple of days. Now, Lord Quackers says to you all, "Come with me. I believe we have much to discuss." And he walks towards the meeting room, which is Storm's room, where Jobriath is sleeping peacefully.
Okay.
Hello.
After,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Nope. Nothing.
All right.
That is all.
After you all enter, he closes the door behind him, and then he sits down on the bed, kind of next to Jobriath, not sitting on him, but just like near the feet, and he says, "Now, ask your questions, and once you are all done, I will ask mine."
Yes, I have a question. We left this like really special duck here before, and I was just wondering if you have seen our duck.
Storm's just gonna lower her
No
head
way.
and shake it. Just
Yeah. Lyra walks over to the wall and just goes like that with her head on the wall.
Is just trying really hard not to laugh out loud.
You
Like I
seem
thought we
like
made progress with the telepathic
you
speaking.
seem very
but, like,
educated. You taught me how to do the mind speak thing, and I thought maybe you might know where the duck is at this time. Also, what is your name?
you sweet, sweet summer child.
Tyler, it is I, Lord Quackers. And he stands up and he puts his arm wide, and like spectral wings emanate from his back, and you hear emanate just from around, not even from his mouth, and just feathers appear, down feathers just appear and kind of float gently, and then he just sits back down, and it is calm again.
Tyler excitedly looks around the room. He's like, guys, the duck was a man the whole time.
oh boy. Lyra's still like banging her head on the wall.
No way!
Can Storm just put a small pillow where Lyra's hitting her head?
It's the
the
whole-
brain cells we have in the party.
Do you still like bread, even though you're a man?
Tyler, do you not like bread?
I do like bread.
You're a man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that answers. I think this answers all my questions.
Wonderful.
Are we done? Are we done here?
No.
Lyra's like, I have so many more questions now.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
So I probably understand how, but How?
You want to know how I became as I am? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
simply put, as all of you obviously know, as gods grow in following and power, we gain enhanced abilities. It's how gods function, obviously, and so as you all went about sharing pamphlets and spreading my good word, I gained followers. I gained people who came to worship and to pray and to give offerings, and so my power increased. And I am able to hold a form like this much easier than I would be without the amount of followers I have now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you leveled up.
I suppose that could be a way.
Yeah, it's like the theory of the of Santa Claus the Lich.
What?
I'm sorry,
The
what?
Santa Claus Lich. The more that you believe in the Santa Claus Lich, the more powerful that the Santa Claus Lich becomes.
Oh, you know, that's
Okay.
yeah. That I guess that's a good way of putting it.
Or the Tinkerbell Lich, I bet, also functions
Yes,
similarly.
kind
if
of
I
a
were to
bit like
guess.
Tinkerbell. Yeah,
I don't know if
believe in
Tinkerbell's a
chaos.
Lich.
I don't know if Santa's a Lich, so
I'm pretty sure Santa's a Lich.
Oh, okay.
Now he's just an ancient god. That's it.
It could be Lich.
Could
Lord Quackers, did you used to be something smaller than a duck?
Oh no.
Duck was the smallest.
Duck
Oh,
is my most basic form. That is my, I would say, my most pure form, as I am the god of the waterfowl.
What other forms do you have?
Well, with the power I now wield, with the power I can wield more easily now, I can change into really any form.
Dragon.
This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. This is good.
I
So-
mean, I kinda wanna
Before
see,
whatever
I
word
did-
comes out of, I can't even say that I can reach up and cover her mouth because I'm so goddamn small.
very disappointed in Lyra's. This is fine because Storm wanted to see him as a dragon.
A duck drag? Oh my god, yes, please.
Not right now. Not right now.
I don't see why not.
We are in a
wish-
very
You would be
tight space.
squished.
It's
You're done.
fine.
You're going to die.
I don't see the problem.
You're going to die.
This is a fine form. I believe I will change if necessary. It is a waste of power. It is a waste of this sort of energy that I'm not granted to change just willy-nilly. I simply can hold this with ease now. Versus when I was simply a duck, the most pure creature in all of existence. I could change into this form, but it took much more power. I could not hold it for very long. So this form is very simple, as the bipedal figure is the easiest next to the duck form. So, yes, I can change into pretty much whatever I want.
Did he just call us easy?
All but me. I got 4 legs. He specifically said bipedal.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm more advanced than you.
More legs equals harder to change into.
Makes sense. Octopus must be quite difficult.
Yes,
There's a lot of them.
very many legs.
Can I change into a duck?
No, but
Yeah,
I will
yes.
tell you this: with my newfound power, so you all have increased in power as well, and so you all, being my servants and just my apostles, you all now have the ability to summon a bit of a friend. If you choose to follow this path and continue to grow in power, serving me, you may grow in more power, but your power is still young. So you'll only be able to summon really, it's your inner self, I will say. You can summon your inner self to you. It will only be so powerful, but you can increase in its power.
I'm so confused.
Basically, I'm just going to explain mechanically what that means.
Explain, DM. What are we doing?
I'm
What is
so
happening?
excited.
What is my inner self?
So, mechanically speaking, you all have a level in Warlock when you decided to follow Lord Quackers.
Mhm.
What I have concocted for you is a specific subclass.
Ah.
You all have the ability to communicate telepathically to anyone within 30 feet or each other from anywhere in the world.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And you all now have the still level 1 abilities where you get to summon a duck familiar.
Hmm.
So
We can each summon a duck familiar,
can
so grand
each-
total we can create 5, 6 if Gobbo is also contributing. Ducks,
Yes.
is that correct?
We've got a little duck army, guys.
That is
God.
correct.
You're gonna have to put some more ducks on that GIF.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put Gobbo in there and some more ducks.
Yep.
Can we have a duck parade?
Absolutely. And I know this is not going to be as good for our viewers at home. No, that's not going to work. But I am going to just send to y'all over ye old Discord the actual subclass that I created. And anyone who's interested,
I think you
that
sent like the file
that didn't work.
where it is on your
Now
computer.
just send us your hard drive. Also.
Yes. I'll also send you. I have it on a flash drive here.
And
I
then
mean,
just while you're there, just give us your card numbers, your social security, your
you know. All right, there we go. Now it has gone through. So
Steal our DM's identity, hold it for random for him to level us up and give us certain magic items we want.
You read my mind.
So, but essentially, you can now summon a duck, which it is a stat block I made because I couldn't find an official duck stat block. But essentially, these are fun ducks because they have limited acid resistance. So, and yeah, they're not super powerful, but you can summon a duck now.
Oh, we have an expended spell list.
Yes.
I could take Goodberry.
You can take Goodberry. Goodberry. Obviously, I had to add Goodberry to the expanded spell list. So
Natural.
you all now have access.
So excited.
I already had access to good berries.
Same.
Guys, if
This
we
has
get to
changed
10th
nothing for me.
level Warlock, you get to summon a dire duck.
A what?
Dire duck.
They
I'm-
are.
I'm scared of the
Oh.
fact that ducks have claws, like both in real life and in D&D.
I already know the name of my duck familiar. I already know.
What?
Yeah,
You know what
do they all look a little different?
They can look however you wish.
Can my duck have little horns like my horns?
Absolutely. I mean, literally, I have it in this thing I made. The appearance of your duck is up to you, but stats stay the same regardless of appearance.
I mean, you did say it's our inner self, so I almost feel like they should be
Yeah.
duck versions of
Oh, absolutely. It is literally
ourselves.
that is absolutely how it can be.
Oh no. Oh
See,
no.
my duck has a little red shirt and a little red cap.
I love
His name is Huey.
Huey.
I'm not going to make my duck part centaur. However, my duck will have the same markings
Um,
on the feathers.
Digimon.
I'm afraid of what that would look like.
Digimon.
so my duck has dragon wings instead of.
Oh, is that why you were asking on TikTok whether acid would just fall off of a duck?
And that was part of it. I genuinely wanted to know. It was part curiosity, part like, would this make sense? And then I was like, it's my own world. If it doesn't work in the real world, I'll just make it work here.
I'm gonna quickly tell Casper not to be jealous. It's gonna be fine. They're gonna be friends.
Beautiful. So there's that.
It's amazing.
So now, do you have any more questions for me? He says as y'all freak out and after discovering this newfound power.
Do you know anything about? Well, we already know that he doesn't know anything about the stuff going on, right? Like the weird stuff, the shadowy stuff.
Yeah, we already asked him that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord Quackers, I'm not too great with magic. Sometimes bad stuff happens. If I cast one of these fancy spells that you just gave us, could the bad stuff happen here, or are these like safe spells?
I'm afraid I do not have the knowledge to tell you that. I cannot say for certain whether or not your suppose your
Chaos.
yes, that is a good way of putting it, will be affected by these spells or not. So I can help you find a safe place to practice at some later point if you wish.
Oh, I'll just go in an alley after we're done.
Very well. That works marvelously. Now, any more questions?
Does bread make you more powerful? Like, if I were to give you lots of bread, could you turn into other things, or?
Bread is not the source of my power, dear Tyler. Though it is delicious, I do enjoy it very much.
I do too.
What's your favorite kind of bread? Now that we're on the topic.
You've
Sourdough.
given me so many, though I feel that there's many more could have. With the funds now acquired from our new followers, we'll have to build an expanded kitchen. Perhaps hire a private chef to make bread all the time.
Oh, what?
That actually, I think this is a great idea. I think.
Yeah,
I will learn about more breads fitting for the god of the waterfowl.
I won't have to spend slots to make bread for Lord Quackers as I have been doing.
How is the guy doing? The guy who was unconscious.
Jobriath?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still asleep. I mean, Lord Quacker said he'd be asleep for 2 weeks.
And it's only been like 2 days.
It's been 4 days.
4 days. Okay.
Yes, 4 days. So, do you have any more questions for Lord Quackers?
I'm a little concerned because we returned all these stolen items and the person who stole them disappeared back into town, and
Honestly, I don't think we have to worry about them.
I think there's a couple loose ends here.
Were they especially violent?
No, she was bored and wanted a challenge. And honestly, we've told the god, we've warned other people that she was the one that did it. And if they choose not to take our warning seriously, at this point, I think it's on them.
Yeah, they just hire us to find them again, and then we get paid more.
We've done our diligence.
And we get to spread the word of Lord Quackers even more.
That is what I enjoy hearing from your mouth. Marvelous. That I do believe the situation will resolve, however that may appear.
So then what's next?
Well, if you have no more questions for me, I have just one for you. Now, as you all know, the moments of twilight, the time of day where twilight happens, these are the most magical times of days. And it is when all schools and pools of magic are at their strongest, as you all well know.
Yes, all of us as magic casters.
Well, yes, potentially. Are you? Who's proficient in history and arcana?
I am proficient in history, not arcana.
All right, cool. You would know this. Nope. Nope.
No one else.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Just
right, so
me.
Dolph, you're the only one who knows what he's talking about right now. You're like, oh yeah, of course.
I do magic not well.
You see, Twilight is when the realms of magic are the closest aligned to the mortal plane, in which is more where people can cast their spells easily and more powerfully. So, Storm, I would hold off a little bit during Twilight. Possibly.
It is a time that is well studied by few. Now, think back to moments where you've been resting and you've been camping for the rest of the day, and twilight has passed over you. And those of you who are more tuned to magic might have a strange sense of power. Yes? And in fact, you thinking back, you can all think of times where twilight has passed, and you've had like a kind of a nothing intense. It's just kind of like a tickling sensation, like kind of within your gut. So,
Kind of like, almost like an energy boost a little bit.
it's almost more like you didn't really ever think of it because you thought maybe it was just kind of like your clothes were sitting weird on you, kind of thing. Like it's that minimal, but you never really thought about it. Now, some individuals who study this phenomena, they call it the arcane minute or the mage's time, and so on and so forth. I simply call it twilight, as in the tongue of the fowl. Again, fowl as in waterfowl, and not foul in the bad sense. Twilight
Of course.
directly translate to day surge, and it is not well studied event, but is studied nonetheless. However, there are some individuals who have been touched by twilight. This young Gobbo, and he pauses for a moment and kind of looks at you all, kind of with a bit of a concerned face. Gobbo is touched by twilight. I am certain that he does not know it, but that boy possesses magic that, if cultivated and trained, and well utilized, and if he studies well and is put on the right path of life, he could surpass me in power.
Excuse what?
Simply put, if young Gobbo is put on the right path, he could become a god himself.
Uh-huh.
I knew it. I knew it the moment we saw those Twilight deer thing. I've been funky with this kid. I like him.
When I was
Okay.
a young god.
Okay. I'm tracking with you. But let's say that we don't have the best track record with taking care of a small creature.
Who says who?
What happens if he's not set on the right path?
Well,
Evil eldritch being.
allow me. I still have yet to ask my question.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
My question will confirm whether or not my suspicions are true. But were there any strange events that happened while you were with him, specifically around Twilight?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there was the weird
deer
beast.
elk thing.
elk
Twilight
beast
elf
thing
thing.
that
To him.
Starry tooth deer.
They bowed to him. It was strange. It seemed very reverent.
He kind of like
is very kind to Gobbo.
that it is. Yeah, no, that Gobbo will become a god if put the right direction.
Okay.
Now, I'll get to your question momentarily, Lyra. Because there are those who would have him not go on the right path. As he has a long one ahead of him. But I believe all of you can and will influence him for the better. that he will be put on the right path to becoming a god. Though I know, not personally, but I know there are certain individuals who will be looking for him so that they can use his power for their own, well, frankly, rather sinister gain.
You think that's why there was protection enchantment around his camp?
Oh, there was protection. What sort of protection?
If I recall correctly, it was just to. Was it just to like hide him, basically?
That is, in fact, kind of what you felt. It was more of it didn't really protect. It wasn't so much protection because your spell easily dismantled it,
Mm-hmm.
but there was some sort
Like
of
a camouflage type thing.
yes. Yes. That is interesting. Most interesting. Well, we must all be careful and vigilant to keep his identity hidden. I will do what I can to hide the touch of Twilight that rests on him, but I can only do so much to hide such raw magical power from those who are intentionally looking for it. This will be difficult.
So does he have like magic, like like spells? I guess is what I'm asking, that we're not aware of, that he's not aware of, that we need to train him in.
Unfortunately, none of us could possibly hope. I would have the best chance of training him. That is why I accepted him as one of my followers. But the rest of you have no possible way of being able to comprehend the magic that he uses. It's not spells in the way that you all use them. It's much more natural, sort of.
What about me?
Tyler, my sweet boy, you have your magic, of course.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
own little spark of magic that brings light every day.
Are you saying that I too can become a god? Is that?
Oh no.
Because I think I'm well on my way, to be honest.
Tyler, you are so close. So close to being there. Continue
I
on the
knew
path
it.
that you're on, and you'll certainly make it somewhere, that is for sure.
All right. That confirms a lot for me. Thank you.
So, okay. Let's go back to my original fear. Let's say that something traumatic happens to Gobbo. Is he gonna like become powerful evil?
He has experienced quite a lot of trauma already.
Yeah, I'm specifically thinking of our owlbear encounter when he lost his little poor mind and went rather violent.
Is there a breaking point to which Gobbo will not return from?
Well, I certainly believe everyone, well, except for me, has that breaking point. I don't believe that breaking point has anything to do with magic or powers that are innately given or received.
It's more of how we deal with the breaking afterwards.
Yes, really, it's truly up to your own unique souls that you each have. I can see each one of your souls. They all have their own quirks and little things that make you who you are, and everyone's breaking point is different along that line of life. Gobbo certainly could reach that breaking point if presented with a very hurtful situation. But based off of the fact that you all found him alone in the woods, and I would like to know more about this owl bear attack, but it's for Gobbo, his breaking point. He is a very kind soul. His soul is filled with curiosity. I believe you all have what it takes to guide him. Not necessarily train him in his abilities, but to guide him, not just his powers, but who he is. You all have the kind souls to guide him to a place where he shan't reach that breaking point.
What if he discovers the truth about his family? Like how they were killed?
Is it possible they were killed because of his powers?
I suppose it is. I cannot say. I am not all-knowing. But it is possible that either something caused his powers to erupt, or those who were looking for him decided to get rid of any witnesses. I'm not one to say what happened. But young Gobbo, certainly, I believe he will pull through. I have no fear, as all of you have already proved so willing, faithful, to preach my greatness to this world. I fully believe you all have what it takes to guide young Gobbo.
I think we should. I think in regards of what happened to his family, we'll probably find more information once we go back to his home.
Well, we will eat that bread when when it bakes. But for now, he gives a louder clap, and kind of just happens. We must all foster the new followers you all have brought me. But I believe we have a long journey ahead of us. Spiritually, not. I suppose you all will want to go places eventually, but I believe you all will return. Now, come, let us foster these new followers. And he stands up, and he walks out of the room. And Tyler, it's at this point that you remember you had...
Guys, how many days was it? How many days was it since we were at the circus?
I would say about
5?
3.
4?
Three. I think it's
The
3.
third day.
Is it?
Guys, I have a meeting.
Oh yeah.
I was just thinking about it because the last time we were here, I was at the circus and I'd asked this guys about chariot races and we got all buddy and he was like, "Meet me in 3 days and let's talk about chariot races." And now that I think about it, that's today. And so I gotta go. I mean, I think we could all go. Let's all go talk to. If you guys are down, we could go talk to my buddy Bronson.
Where are we meeting Bronson?
Awesome question. I was gonna just kind of go outside, and I figured he'd probably also be outside around this time. How big is this?
Did he not give you a tavern?
You know, I think he gave
address?
me this. I think he gave me like a business card. Let me just look through my belongings here. I'm gonna go to my room.
Look through your Rolodex real quick.
Yeah.
The Rolodex of all the business cards you've acquired over your adventures.
Yeah, sorry, I do apologize. Luke, I thought I remember him giving me some kind of a card or something.
He did, yeah. He gave you basically his business card.
And does that have an address on it or something?
It does. It just says the east end of town, House Lebrun.
Yeah, guys, I found the card.
Sorry.
I found the card here. It's in House Lebrun, and it's
House
on.
Lebrun. Sorry.
Legrand, and it says east side.
Well, I guess we're headed that way. I'm going on our way. If I happen to see like a wider opening, I'm gonna pop off a couple of these spells, see what happens. So don't be near me. I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's my friend, so I'm leading the way.
Oh boy.
And Tyler turns on his heel and walks out the door and says, "Come with me."
This'll be fun.
I'll put the 3,000 gold in the little safe that we have in the basement.
Yes.
All of it? We're not going to have any on hand?
Well, we already have the 4,600.
Oh, we have that on hand? Okay.
I feel like maybe all the gold, except for like 20 gold pieces, should be in that safe.
Yeah, we don't need that. Like, we're like
don't
walking
need that
banks right now.
I know that I personally need.
But like, are
Well,
we gonna
it's
go meet him
it's 3,000, but it's discounted because of all the things that we've done for him. So I don't remember how much.
I would love, Luke would love to go to the discount weapon store at some point in the near future. But
What time of day is it? Is it like evening?
It's
Is it-
Twilight.
it's meeting time, baby.
No, I think it was in the morning. I think we were just heading into town after we woke up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Okay.
getting closer to lunch.
Okay.
Well, I guess we could go to the discount weapon store after our meeting. Bring some gold.
Yeah, let's do meeting first.
Meeting first, then weapons store.
So I'll take
How much do we need for rent?
Only like 600 something.
Yeah, it was 600.
Cool. Let's leave 2,000 in the safe, and the rest we can take with us.
Okay, yeah. So we just have 5,660 gold on us.
I'm near
No
5,000.
big, no big deal.
It's fine.
No
That's
big
a lot
deal.
of gold. I hope no
We should-
one
we
robs
should
us.
we should probably buy a bag of
We-
holding or something.
Or
We
like
are-
to come back here after our meeting and then leave from here with the money directly to Joffrey's. I think that's probably better.
Yeah.
Hearing all of this, I'm going to immediately go out to search for Lord Quackers.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, he's not far. He's still in the basement. He's just kind of like making his way towards the stairs.
Sir,
Ah, yes, is.
it seems we have a bit of a conundrum. Do you happen to know where we can find a bag that holds lots and lots of stuff?
One moment.
Oh my god.
And
He's just gonna make-
he
oh my God.
takes basically like you have like some decorative like mural, not mural, like what's the word?
Canvas.
Canvas, decorative canvas things. And he takes some, and he just kind of like takes his hand and just it cuts it just with his fingers. And he takes it and he kind of does this weird folding, and in his hand, and he kind of just focuses on it, and there's a glow from within. And when he opens it up, there's just pretty simple looking pouch that could fit on your belt. It's not very big.
Whoa.
He says, I believe this should be able to hold whatever you can fit in within it.
Can you show me how to do that?
Is it a magical bag or is it just a bag?
Can you do it, can you do it again? No, it's fine. And I take the bag and I'm like, thank you.
You're very welcome, Is. I will be upstairs fostering the newfound followers, if you need. And
Okay.
he walks upstairs. And basically you have the pouch that has an opening about yay big that's on a drawstring. And basically whatever you can fit in that bag, you can put as much of it as you need to. So it's basically...
I'm like,
in it, but we can put all of our money in there.
while I'm walking back to the room, I'm like sticking my arm in like floor.
Yeah, your arm just like goes in and just keeps going up until like it just can't fit anymore. So it's just like So
And so I put my arm all the way and I walk back into the room like, look what I got! You see a stump of an arm with a bag on the end of it.
God.
Oh, I love it. So yeah, so you all basically have a bag of holding that's best suited for coins.
A wallet of holding, got it.
Wallet of holding, yes.
Pulling bag of holding.
Cool.
Put a spear in there. Because the opening is narrow.
Yeah, be careful when you reach back in for it, though.
Okay.
All right,
Do we have the impression that if we put coins in this bag and the bag gets stolen, other people will then have all of our money? Or could they not get it out?
Do you
I
think
mean,
we could have a
better-
protected card of some kind?
It's better than carrying around a giant bag full of 5,000 golds.
Yeah.
Where you're jingling when you're walking. Like,
See, this doesn't jingle. This doesn't jingle. It's just a bag.
Okay.
So no one will know what's inside of it.
Cool. All the money in the bag?
All the money in the bag.
All the money in the bag.
So we are carrying around 7,660
Oh no.
gold.
I see no problem with this.
DM, close your ears.
Guys,
I don't feel comfortable with this.
we should keep.
We need to at
Dollar
least
safe.
set
I'm-
aside enough for rent.
Let me hold it because I'm the closest to the ground, so they have to kneel to get it to me.
I mean, honest, I could fight off any robber.
How about
I have a very high passive perception, so I would probably know if I was being robbed from.
but like if somebody happens to fall off a cliff who's holding the bag, then the bag is with them and all of the money.
All right.
Or like they get exploded by
Bad things
Okay.
can happen.
Well, we're not going
Especially
to
with this
cliffs. We're
group.
going to see Bronson.
How about we leave the money here? We'll take like a tiny like 10, 20 gold pieces with us. And then we come back here before we go to the weapon store and pick up more.
What if Bronson wants money?
Then can I have the bag?
That's why
Why
we're
would-
carrying some coins to bribe Bronson if necessary. If he's asking for more than 30 gold, I'll just kill him.
It's my friend. You can't kill.
I like pull my arm out of the bag disappointedly.
Let
Oh my god.
I feel like if Lord Quackers didn't want us to carry all our money with us, Lord Quackers wouldn't have given us a magical bag.
I'm just worried you're all gonna spend it all and not save enough for rent.
We're gonna save enough for rent because we need the rent. That thing that we need, we definitely need. There's just one thing that I also have commissioned.
which, by the way, we never really discussed the fact that you're taking 3,000 gold.
It's less now. It's less.
But how
Less.
much less?
It's considerably less, which is why I have to go. Which I'm trying to remember what it is, but I will remember it eventually.
Percentage.
Let's
discount.
just take a handful of gold and then we'll come
Yeah, if
back.
we're gonna come back here
We'll come back
later
here.
before we go to the
I-
weapon shop, it's fine. We can
We'll
leave the
come back
money
with a
here.
before we go to the
Let's take
blacksmith.
a handful of gold so we can.
Can we each have a handful?
You can have 2 gold, Tyler.
So
One for each hand. Handful.
Fine.
can I keep the bag?
You can keep
You
the
can
bag.
keep the bag, but not
We're
the
just-
gold in the bag. The gold in the bag stays in the safe.
Okay.
Is has her own gold.
Does Is say okay like that? Because if he does, Star
Yeah.
is gonna roll.
Hmm,
That's sketchy.
hmm.
That's a sketchy response.
My passive insight is 17. Are
I'm
you
not gonna
hiding something from
I
me?
would never steal church gold.
Just specifically church gold.
But other gold fair
But
game.
other
Cave
gold?
Cave gold fair game.
I would never steal gold intended for our rent.
Can we roll insight to see if we think Is hiding something from us in the particular form of coins?
Yeah, yes. All right, so give me a deception check. Those who want to know, insight check.
Deception.
I got it.
Deception, yeah.
Roll bad, Deanna. You got way too high of a plus to your deception, I feel like. Okay. +0. Okay, I got an 18 for insight.
I got a 19 for insight.
Tyler's antsy and wants to go. So he's not paying attention.
Did Anna roll?
I got a 9.
You know nothing. I rolled a 22.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, y'all
Of
fully
course.
believe she is being honest and that she would never steal money. Ever.
Never
From the church.
Never
From the
hide
church.
I would never steal
She would
money
never
from the
steal
church.
She would never steal money from the church.
And that is
That is true.
probably true.
It's true.
It is very true.
It is true. You don't
Yes.
have to roll an insight check to know that.
She has not. She technically has not stolen any money from the church. She
just
has,
in that cave.
And a couple of rich passerbys that worship the chicken god, but it's fine.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah. They deserve it. It's okay.
They deserved it.
Anyway, I think it's time we go.
Yeah.
Bronson, are there any like open-ish areas that we're going to pass by on our way to Bronson's that Storm could pop off a couple of these to see if her bad magic luck follows with these spells too?
Yes, there are.
Cool.
So,
Are you just electing to do random, like, potentially kill yourself spells right now?
I'm just gonna cast one of them.
all right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry in case anything bad happens, then I can like just eat them.
All right, perfect. Go ahead and do that.
Okay, I need to pull up the Goodberry spell because I don't know how that works.
Side question. Could, say, an owl briefly fit into this bag?
An owl? No, an owl could not fit into this bag.
Alright, there goes my prank idea.
I'm gonna Google how small a space an owl can fit in.
Well, what kind of owl is it?
He's a snowy owl.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Darn.
He's way too big.
Okay,
Oh, for no reason. It's fine.
so as a reminder, and Mountain Memes just told us the reminder, we never used a spell last session.
Mhm.
So
I believe the number was 69.
it was
Yeah.
okay.
I think that was not. I think that was from my partner.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
from
That was-
your person. Okay, so Goodberry just happens. Cool.
Yeah, you just create berries in your
I just
hand.
create berries. All right.
Go ahead and roll to see if your wild magic takes place.
All right. Let's see.
Yes.
Yeah, I rolled a 4, so that shit happens.
Cool. All right, 69.
So
Nice.
as Storm casts Goodberry,
Oh my god.
let's see. Do I roll a d10 to find out how many berries I get? Probably.
No, I think you just have 10 berries. You just get 10 berries.
This is up to 10. Cool.
So you can
Yeah.
choose anywhere
All right.
between.
A handful of 10 berries show up in Storm's hand, and she begins to weep. Shaking back and forth, looking as if she's having a panic attack out of nowhere. And in her mind, you all can hear, I'm all alone. I'm all alone. Where'd everyone go? This is like
Meanwhile, we're just 30 feet away watching to see if something happens.
Don't like berries. I'll take them.
For those at home, basically what Storm is experiencing is the caster feels completely alone and isolated. That's what 69 does.
69 is not a fun one.
No, it is not nice.
Does it say
69
how
is
long
not-
this lasts?
After
Not
it
nice.
says after each spell, but it's only gonna last for about 5 minutes.
okay, because I know. How do we agree to do that when it doesn't have a time limit? Am I rolling for the time?
No, it's just I choose how long it lasts.
Okay, cool.
So
So yeah, Storm is just very sad and scared and feels all alone like she did the day that her mothers found her.
I'm gonna like telepathically be like, "You okay? Like, should we come over now? Like, we're here. We can come there."
Storm is going to look around bewildered, like, what the fuck? Like somebody's here? And then she'll see her friends ahead of her. And she'll walk towards you guys trying to save face. She's gonna slap herself, get some color back, you know, be like, that didn't happen, don't worry about it. And she's gonna hand all her good berries to Iz and be like, here, make some jam.
Well, I don't know how to make. Okay, but do you want one?
Sure. do I take psychic damage? Hold on.
Wait, aren't you allergic to good berries?
Yeah.
And with that, we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break.
What?
What is
And when we return, we'll get back to the meeting with Bronson Legrand. Thank you,
boy.
everyone. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
If Storm survives anaphylaxis.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh
be back.
no.
All right, we have returned. Returned from our short break, where I acquired jelly beans and finished off the bag. So, wonderful. Last we left off, Storm was about to eat a good berry.
I eat the good berry, and I get 1 hit point back.
You feel better?
Luke, tell me, do I feel better?
You don't necessarily feel better, but it's delicious. It's a very tasty good berry. You did a good job summoning it and creating it out of nothing.
Storm will pat Iz on the back and say, thank you.
Thanks for the rest of them. I shoved them in my mouth. All of them.
Just juice, just marvelous. All right.
Keeping in mind that 1 good berry is enough to sustain you for 24 hours. Which I only remembered after I shoved them all in my mouth.
I'm imagining that you shove them all in and you swallow and then you burp like it's very loud burp.
That checks out.
Now, does this stack? Like, does Iz now not need to eat for 9 days?
I don't
Or
think
is Iz just very full?
She's
for the
just
next-
very full for 24 hours.
I don't feel so good.
Oh god, like that post-Thanksgiving meal. Ugh.
All right. So y'all are on your way to House Legrand.
Yes.
Which
And
is-
I'm at the front on my way to see my friend Bronson.
Perfect. So you said east side, which is specifically the Poise is the name of the east side. It's outside the wall. So if you're looking at the little map, it's number 10.
I see.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So, pardon.
Guess who doesn't have Roll20 up?
You and Anna. I can see.
Note to the DM. On our trip there, is very excited about her new bag and would probably try to pickpocket anyone who looked super rich on her way.
Alrighty, good, noted. Go ahead and just give me a sleight of
She's
hand
just trying
check.
to see how much she can shove in there.
Just give me, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. $21.
21. All right. You just see a few wealthy individuals, and they seem to be kind of focused on other things, and you just kind of like gently, just kind of like walk right by them, just like snag coin purses. All in all, you're able to get like about 57 gold pieces out of just the various little pickpocketing you do.
That's
Do we
pretty
notice
impressive.
this at all?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. You're going against the 22 sleight of hand.
I got a 3.
Yeah, no.
Plus 3. I got a
It
6.
was a 21.
Oh,
It
21,
was,
sorry.
yeah.
Tyler's
You
on
gotta-
a mission.
Oh, I got a 15. Yeah, no.
All right. So y'all make it over to the poise and start looking for House Legrand. How do y'all do that?
Bronson. As I pass people, I say, "Do you know where Bronson is? I'm looking for Bronson."
I'm sorry. Sir. Do you mean Bronson Legrand?
Yeah, that's him. That's my buddy.
Rather uncouth, I would say, but I suppose House Legrand is down that way to the right. Can't miss it.
And
See the large
Tyler
gate?
gives him a wink and a point and says, "Thank you very much," and heads on over in that direction.
Storm's
I-
going to whisper to Lyra, "You can't say he's not effective.
Can't say what?
He's not effective."
Sometimes.
I put a pamphlet in that guy's hand.
Thank you. I
Lord
think.
Quackers be with you.
Whack.
He kind of like hastily walks away.
That's like our signature move now is hand off a pamphlet and quack in their head.
As a tradition.
I
It's
love it.
Little
obviously
unsettling.
working. Like it's clearly effective.
Doing
A
something.
little
We
unsettling.
gotta be careful because soon enough those quacks will be deadly.
That is true. That is true.
All right.
All right, so you follow the directions that the man mentioned, and you come upon this like ornate iron wrought fence with a solid stone base, and it's about 12 feet tall. It's this very, very ornate, just metal fence that's guarding this very large compound area. Like this, it extends for hundreds and hundreds of feet. And you see the front gate, which is the entrance to this large compound. Off, and there's a couple guards wearing sort of this deep purple sort of garment that starts at the shoulders and kind of wraps around their chest in an X and stops right about their hips. But they're wearing this neat armor underneath, just breastplates, and they're carrying these large spears, and they're just standing guard.
Tyler confidently gives them a nod and keeps walking past them, or attempts to. Says,
Pardon,
"Gentlemen, good day, good day." Hey.
They like cross their spears and they say, "What business do you have here?
Oh, I'm going to see my good old friend Bronson.
Who
What
are
business do you have here?
We are the guards here. We guard this place. Who?
Oh, well,
What is
keep
your
up the good
name?
work, gentlemen. What? Oh, I'm Tyler.
Oh, you are Tyler Trueshot, yes?
That's all you've heard of me. Of
Yes.
course.
Mr.
Ah.
Bronson told us to be on the lookout for you.
I look at Storm and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is
And
Storm's just
who are
gonna
these people
shrug.
with you? We were not told you would be bringing guests.
Yeah, these are some of my friends.
We are a
Do
part
you
of
want-
Quackers Investigative Co. Have you not heard of us?
Afraid
Pamphlet.
we have not.
Yeah.
In Lyra's
Pamphlets.
mind, Storm's
Just
gonna
to be
say,
clear,
I don't
though,
think
I
you
just-
are aware of the whole I think Tyler just met him and bonded over beer.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to act official here, so
Yeah,
we
don't
can
act
get
too
in.
official because we're asking about, let's try to keep it cool, not look like a bunch of narcs, okay?
Are you saying I'm not cool?
I mean, Lyra, with all due respect.
I have a very important question for Tyler. Did Tyler master talking in his brain, or is this out loud in front of the guards?
This is all out loud.
Oh, you're in front of the guards.
I mean, okay. When I said the narc comment, that was under my breath a little bit.
A little bit.
They definitely still heard.
Just gonna.
I'm sorry.
In everyone's mind.
Honestly,
they just
though, he
hear
looks at the
Dolph
guards and says,
slurping
"For real,
nothing.
though, my friends are cool. It's not a big thing.
Except for me, apparently.
Trust me, Bronson's gonna love them."
If you would be more comfortable to go ask Bronson if
Yeah, I
we
could do that.
are all permitted, and we'll gladly wait out here.
That's cool too.
I'm afraid we will have to check with Mr. Legrand.
Understood.
But Tyler, you are more than welcome to enter, but the rest of you will have to wait out here. Mr.
All right, sounds
Trueshot,
good.
I will...
Tyler's mine. Tyler, do not leave until we're all together, just in case something happens.
We can.
Oh,
just
like
talk to-
leave the area?
Tyler, we can.
Don't go in with them.
We can
Oh.
talk to you in our minds. Just remember that
Yeah.
we're in your mind.
Great idea.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Great
in your
idea.
mind.
I'm in yours.
Do not say what
Right.
you're if you're trying to talk to us. Don't say that out loud. Say that's in
Tyler
your
thinks
mind.
very carefully, squints one eye, and says, "This is a good idea." In your head.
And try not to make it so obvious that you're trying to talk to us in our head.
God.
Looks really constipated.
Yeah, he does.
All right, Tyler, Godspeed. Get us inside as soon as you can.
Yeah.
I
Go
won't let
go
you
in there.
down.
We'll be there as soon as we can. If we're
It's
allowed.
snow again.
Okay.
See ya. Never. Probably.
All right, Tyler turns and says, "Let's go," and heads towards the front of the house.
The guard follows walks just ahead of you, kind of leading you towards the front door. The other guard just kind of stands center in front of the gate.
Oh,
preventing
I'm
the rest of you from
definitely
entering.
trying to sell to him. I was like, so have you heard of Lord Quackers? It's the new building that's right next to the Chicken God. He's very up and coming Lord and Savior. He protects you and grants you prosperity, especially when you are trying not to go hungry.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check, Dolph.
I'm
That
gonna
is
start
something
playing-
I'm good at. That
I'm
is a
gonna play-
21.
my lyre that's like the background music to his advertisement, like a nice little like jingle ditty that's like
A little ditty.
yeah, like those happy songs that like play in the background of Instagram ads or like random things.
Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Performance. I better be good at performance. It's nat one.
You accidentally. What instrument do you play?
It's a I think I wrote it down. I'm
The
pretty sure
lyre?
that it's a lyre that I made out of a turtle shell myself. I may be making that up. I know it's a lyre.
All right. So one of the strings accidentally breaks.
Yeah.
And it's just very shocking. It's not that you played bad. It's just a mechanical failure.
Does it at least sound like a quack?
Sure. It sounds like a
That's a
very twangy,
It's a stretch.
very like kind of metallic quack. But it's hard pressed to really understand. Like it's a stretch. It's a reach.
I rolled a 21 on persuasion.
Perfect. He is listening to you, and he kind of sets the spear, and he kind of like, that sounds very interesting. Please continue. Tell me more. Tell me more about this Lord Quackers.
Oh, yes.
So y'all do that, and we're gonna go ahead and cut over to Tyler.
Thank you, religious trauma.
Tyler, you are guided to the front door of this beautiful, beautiful manor. It's quite large. The stonework is just ornate, and it's remnant of think like a Victorian castle, but or Victorian manor, but made from this very well cut out stone and not brick, and a lot more sort of white opalescent, very marble-esque stone. It's very pretty, very, very fancy. And there are 2 more guards at the front door to this. The guard guiding you kind of gives them a nod, and they open the door for both of you.
Excellent.
Walking in.
I will walk in.
Perfect. When you walk in, you are greeted with this very clean smell. Definitely not something that you're super used to. But not that, like, you know, the temple is filthy or whatever, but you guys don't really have a maid. So here it's just, it smells and feels clean, very different from the woods that you're used to. And there's just slight piano music coming from somewhere in the house. It's hard to kind of pick out where it is. Everything's too bright, a little too bright, just with all the white stone reflecting the candles and everything. It's too bright. But when you walk in, there's this moment as you look around, you hear from kind of up above, as there's this stairwell in front of you, the voice of, that you recognized as Bronson Legrand. He says, "Ah, yes, Tyler Trueshot, welcome.
Bronson!
Good to see you again." He walks down the stairs and he gives you a firm handshake.
Tyler grabs the hand and goes in for the broy one shoulder hug thing.
He's like a little confused, but he kind of does what you do. He's like, "Yeah, yes, that's a new thing."
Good to see you, my friend. Bronson, you've got a nice house. It smells good in here too.
Yes. I have maids and servants working round the clock to keep this place tip-top shape.
I
Sure
like
it's good and
it.
clean. Just for my guests. You know, I expect my guests to be welcome here and to find it very cozy.
Oh, I thank you. Thank you very much. It is cozy. I'm quite liking it.
Wonderful. Well, come to the smoking.
Okay.
And he like takes you by the arm and like you all walk arm in arm back to this. He just kind of leads you back and he waves off the guard who kind of gives a slight bow to him and walks out the door.
Okay.
When we see the guard walk out the door, Storm's going to, in her mind to Tyler, say, "Don't forget to ask if your friends can come inside."
Tyler straightens up for a second and says, "Oh, hey Bronson, I have a question for you."
Yes. What do you need?
Do you mind? I have some friends who are some traveling companions of mine. And I was wondering, would it be okay if maybe they joined us today?
Now, Tyler, you are a solid man. Now, I do have to ask, are they the same individuals that were with you at the circus?
Yes, those are the ones.
I'm afraid not.
Okay,
I'm afraid
that's cool.
I just don't seem to be as, I suppose,
they're not as cool,
refined
right?
as you are. You have this sort of je ne sais quoi.
You know, I wasn't gonna say it, but now that you say it, I very much agree. They're nice. Don't get me wrong, they're very nice people. But like, I'm pretty cool.
You have this sort of high class about you that I can really feel.
Yes, I feel that too.
Yes.
I also feel that way. I'm glad you see that, Bronson.
Yes. I could see it the moment we met. Now, you certainly can share this information with them as you wish.
Yeah,
they
just
don't
give me a
have the
minute.
same class as you and I.
Just give me a minute. And then Tyler just goes like this for a second and says, "You guys can't come." It says, "Yeah, okay, it's all taken care of."
When that happens, I'm gonna have Cass just fly off to see if he can find a window to perch on near.
No, just to confirm, you did say it in your head, not out loud,
Yes,
right?
no, I
Okay.
did. I
Okay.
legit did the
But
mind
he
thing.
did go like this.
I did, but yes.
He did. He
I
did go like
100%.
he did totally in front of him, focused real hard,
Yep,
and then it was like, "We're good."
we're
Yes,
good.
100%. Yes.
Just
that's
had to
exactly what
hold
happened.
that. Okay.
Okay. Yes, that's fine.
Can we respond? Be like, what?
Well, that's what we're gonna.
Okay, see you at the church. Dolph was gonna go back to the church.
We're just gonna leave him here?
He'll be fine.
Casper will find him.
If we know where to find him, and if he needs anything, he can focus real hard to get us back.
Well, shouldn't we at least wait? Because, like, what if he does need help and we've made it all the way back?
I feel like we should stay. Maybe have some idle chat with the guards. Maybe Kiss to join a little bit. Just like be here for Tyler's potential inevitable screams of help.
I think Tyler is going to be fine. There's nothing. If they wanted to talk to Tyler and Tyler alone, I'm sure Tyler's fine.
Well, Dolph, if you want to head on back,
Yeah,
would
I'm
you
gonna
mind
wait.
swinging by the bakery, picking up some treats for dinner tonight?
Oh yeah, okay. I'll go grocery
that way.
shopping for food tonight.
Cool. If you're headed that way,
Grocery
anyway.
shopping.
All right, the whole
I'm
next
going-
session is just gonna be Dolph
Just
at the
me
grocery store.
shopping.
Yeah, that's all next session.
Stop at the grocery store.
We're gonna take a full 2 hours and just
Yeah.
you're gonna go through.
Just
As if we
Dolph
don't
carry.
role play enough. Like, have not rolled initiative in 2 sessions.
Oh, love it.
I'm going to stay outside the manor, though.
All right. So who all's
Yes.
staying outside?
I'm staying.
I'm staying outside, but I'm still sending the owl.
Perfect. And so Dolph, you're going to get bread and stuff. Perfect. All right. Sweet. Just making sure to know where everyone's at. Casper is able to fly around, and there are a couple open windows, not a whole lot, but each time flies down to check one, you don't see anyone in those rooms. And as Casper flies around, and I assume you're looking through Casper's eyes, you fly around eventually, and you look, and you're able to see Tyler and Mr. Legrand in a room, but the window is closed. Save for a small crack that's kind of just venting air, and there is smoke kind of just wafting out of it, as inside Legrand has this large pipe that
Gross.
he's smoking.
Poor Cass.
So,
He's gonna perch there and try and listen.
all right, so Tyler, he sits down and he pulls out this pipe, and he kind of just puts a little bit of tobacco in there, and off of the pipe, a small dragon, literally a dragon that was, as you were looking at it, the dragon was carved into the pipe. It pops off of the bowl and breathes a little bit of fire to light the pipe up for him,
That's
and then
cool.
collapses back into looking just like it's carved into the pipe.
Yeah.
And then he
awesome.
sits down and he offers, would you be careful? Do you smoke, Tyler?
Oh yeah, I smoke the best. And this is among the things that Tyler is faking his confidence in.
He says, wonderful, wonderful. Here. He opens a box, and inside there is another pipe, and there's lots of cigars.
Okay.
He says, take your pick.
Don't mind if I do. This, and he picks up a cigar.
I love it. He says, wonderful. Here, allow me to light that for you. And he holds out his pipe, and that little dragon pops out again and kind of looks at you with like these two little eyes. Says, and blows onto the pipe. And also goes to the end where you would be like, breathing in, and he bites off just the end, so you have like a little hole. Kind of like a cigar, literally acts like a cigar cutter.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And lights it for you.
And then Tyler takes his first ever large drag of anything, because Tyler's never smoked anything in his life.
Go ahead and give me a con save.
And that's a natural 1.
Oh no!
Okay. So you just start like hacking and coughing uncontrollably. Like it's like you like almost like throw up a little bit in your mouth. Like it's so bad.
But in between coughs, Tyler goes, "So good, it's really good. Oh, that's good." He's just dying.
Legrand stands up. He takes the cigar. And says, "I'm so sorry. Is this not the quality that you're used to?"
I loved it.
Yeah, I suppose perhaps. Yeah, let me get you a different one. This is a little less of the quality that I usually hand out, but let me.
Okay.
Take this one. And he puts it down near the dragon and does the whole thing, lights it again, gives it back to you.
I did want another, and then he takes another deep breath in.
So you're like full of, like inhaling and everything, not just like a little puff. Like
no.
Okay, give me one more con save then.
That's a 17. Oh wait, plus something. Plus 2. So that's a 19.
All right. Perfect. So yes, this time you like get it, and it's like a lot smoother going down this time.
Yeah.
I got a little better grips on it. It says, yes, like this is a finer quality. I get this imported from just a few towns over, and it's
right.
marvelous.
That is much better.
Yes. Now, down to business.
Yes. I believe you know a little bit about these chariot races, don't you, Bronson?
Oh, do I? Oh, please, Tyler, let me tell you everything.
Oh, excellent.
I am vastly happy to tell you about this, because I need another racer. I need someone of your gumption to race for me in the next race.
I'm listening.
I own the highest quality of chariots. I've actually my previous racer won multiple races and acquired vast fame within the more underground circles that most racers run.
Tyler is like starting to like shake with excitement a little bit. He says, "Fame, you say?"
Oh, vast fame. Though obviously they cannot be recognized in public for this particular set of fame, but people know.
Tyler sits back a little bit.
Believe me, you'll still be well known throughout for many very wealthy individuals who know you far and wide.
Okay.
Now, this will be very simple. If you agree, I can get you into the races, along with, I'd say, some of your companions. If they wish, I can have connections. If you want to allow your friends to also be in the race, so you can really teach them the meaning of class. Because I know you're such high class style. I know if you were to beat them, you would show them just how high class you are.
Bronson, no one quite understands me like you do.
I'm just that kind of individual.
You just get me, Bronson.
Oh, I know I get you, and you get me. That's why I believe this. Together we can make an unbeatable team.
Yes. Bronson, do chariots get driven by more than one person or one person, typically speaking?
I have someone who can race with you. You typically teams of 2. But if you
Okay.
wish, you may use one of your own companions if you believe they have
Okay.
the skills. Doubtful, but if you believe they have the skills, I will allow you to take them along with you.
I mean, can you tell me a little bit about this co-pilot?
So, yes, obviously, as a racer, you would be in control of the chariot itself,
Of course.
weaving in and out and making sure the horses are sent on as fast as they can go.
Which I would.
Oh, yes, I know you would. Now, the co-pilot is better for really fending off other attackers, other individuals who might try to slow you down. It's a bit of a blood sport, though. With your skills, I'm sure not a scratch will fall upon you. So, but
Of
having
course.
someone you believe is very trustworthy and knows how to fight off people who might want to cut you some that's what they're there for.
Right. Okay. Huh. I do have someone who's pretty good at fighting. Tell me, do you think that a centaur could fit on a chariot?
I don't see why not. I believe
Excellent.
they run the same speed, though.
They might even be able to give it a little boost from behind, maybe.
Potentially. I believe
You know,
that might work.
A couple extra
You
horse
do
legs
have
in
a
the
centaur
yeah.
for if
I do.
if your friend is willing, that might be the extra boost that we need.
Aha!
Tyler,
edge.
you fiend! I knew it's a good idea to trust you.
I'm your man, Bronson.
Marvelous! This is wonderful. Come, let me pour you a drink. And he walks over and he grabs a bottle, a glass bottle filled with some sort of dark amber liquid, and pours 2 glasses and hands one to you.
Tyler cheers Bronson, and how big is this drink?
It's like a little over a shot. It's not a lot.
Okay, all down the hatch.
It is straight whiskey, and it is the good kind. It's like it burns, but in a great way. And he sees you down it, and he's like, "Yes," and does the same, and does the the good stuff.
Yes, that was really good.
Now, meanwhile, outside, Casper has heard all of this. So, what are you doing now?
The rest of the party has probably heard me like giggle a couple times to myself, followed by this little shit. That's it. I'm not doing anything about it. I'm just like enjoying the show.
Not sharing any of the information. I love it.
Is he saying anything important? Is Tyler getting scammed? I feel like Tyler's one to easily scam.
What? I can't hear or see any of you. I can only like feel touch, and you can only like.
Like even in your head, you can't hear us.
Did you talk to me in your head?
Know.
I'll repeat it in my head when you don't respond.
Oh, I mean, he looks like he's getting pretty scammed.
This is
Also-
news to even me, like Luke. Am I getting scammed?
Also, he's being pretty rude about us.
You said our names.
He said we have no class.
Wait, Tyler said we had no class, or Bronson said we had no class?
Both.
I'm going to beat Tyler up. I'm going to beat his little tiny man butt.
Um, I'm basically gonna say Bronson wants him on his team
For
His
what?
team.
for the chariot races.
Oh, he races.
Oh, so he's a racer.
Yes, but he wants Tyler on his team.
Okay,
I mean,
but you said us.
that's
He
up
want
to
you
Tyler.
and Tyler?
Well,
If he
What
wants
was-
to perform in an illegal activity, then that's him.
he might have volunteered Storm as well.
Storm will, in her mind, Tyler. Because wait, Tyler's hearing all of us have this conversation, right? Like
Yes,
we
yes.
can't.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Am I?
what?
Oh, man.
I thought you could.
specify which one of
Yeah,
us.
I thought
Yeah.
you could specify.
Yeah, I thought you could
Can,
choose.
but you definitely did. You specify at all? Because
She said 2 is, but
Yeah, I
I
said
feel like it was not Tyler.
Okay, all right. So that was a conversation between Storm and Iz.
all right.
So Storm is going to everyone that everybody is aware of what's happening. Tyler, did you volunteer me to race in a chariot race?
Oh, you got the chariot race?
Tyler, if you volunteered me to be in this race, I need to come inside there right now. Tell
Tyler,
him I'm outside.
Tyler's holding his drink and says, "1 moment, Bronson," and like puts his head down, and then he says, "Oh yeah, I thought, hello, can you hear me?"
Hello, Tyler.
Out loud? Wait, are you saying it out
No,
loud?
this is-
okay,
this
okay,
is still in
okay.
mind speak, yeah. Wait, you can tell I'm speaking in mind speak when I put my hand to my head.
Okay, that's
This
the
is-
that's the
All right,
sign.
now we all have to do it. Just universal, just all of us.
Universal, this
mind
is the
speak.
brain.
Yeah. Storm. He said that I could use somebody who's good at fighting, and I think it's a compliment, really. You're the first person I thought of. So
Well, thank you. I would like to be a part of the discussion.
excellent.
Tell him, no, Tyler, no. Tell him your Centaur friend will not agree unless she speaks to him directly. Tell him I'm waiting right outside if he would like to invite me in.
Okay, but here's the thing. Bronson doesn't think you're cool.
Bronson saw me float in the end. You kick flips with flumps. I'm very cool.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell
Then
you.
I
Storm.
won't agree unless I'm invited in to talk to him.
But Storm. Oh. Okay, just a second.
Also, guys, do we want orange juice or?
I'm partial to apple juice myself, but orange is fine.
Alright, cool.
No, apple juice.
Or we want apple juice? All right, I'll get apple juice.
But no, I want cranberry juice.
Bronston.
Yes.
You know how I mentioned that I have an excellent centaur fighting, the edge we discussed.
Yes.
How would you like to meet the edge?
Why do I need to meet her if she's just simply going to race?
Oh, I just kind of
I could
thought
meet her
that maybe
then.
she is an asset to you, and I thought maybe you would like to see the asset.
Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
I trust you.
Mm.
I know that you know what you're talking about. You're a smart man, obviously.
Obviously.
So I trust that you can handle the asset quite well. I have no need to meet her. I wish she would scuff off my floors if I was to let her in here.
That feels very
Everyone
That
just
did-
hears.
that-
Everyone just hears it and say, "Oh, "Show him an asset."
even Tyler paused for a second at the
That's
rudeness of that comment.
He will notice. He's like, no, it's simply my floors are not prepared for hooves. And nothing against centaurs, but I paid quite a bit of money for these floors, and they were not meant for hooves. It's simply
Okay,
like
but-
if you and I were to walk on something that was not made for two good men. We would damage it, and then we'd have to pay to fix it. It's just this whole mess.
All right.
And
Well,
I
I'm
simply
gonna
just
say
want to avoid a mess.
I'm gonna kill him.
Luke is not comfortable with the racial implications of this. Tyler does not have the strong
Does not pick it up.
knowledge of Will, and this sounds like good reason to him. So I feel uncomfortable with this, but Tyler is
Not a thought behind his eyes.
I think that I understand. Okay.
If she is as good of an asset as you believe her to be, and as I hope she is more than welcome to scuff up my floors.
Oh, she's welcome.
Only after the race. I trust you. But with the more individuals in play, the less that just one man with your sort of skills could do by alone. So,
okay.
Again, as you say, if she is as good as you say, she is more than welcome to come after she wins the race with you.
Okay, so this is more trust than most people give to Tyler. And I'm going to say, because this is a little bit foreign, Tyler will take a bit of a moment to pause and just maybe try to gain a little bit of just like understanding of where this amount of credit is coming from. And if it is all right, I would like to maybe try to see if he is being entirely truthful and honest with me.
All right, go ahead and give an insight check. And right after you do that, we're going to switch over to Dolf.
That was that was a 16.
Okay. He seems to be very on the level. He doesn't seem to be like trying to lie to you or trick you or any way. He seems to have some sort of genuine trust in you.
Okay. Okay. If we want to go over to Dolf, we can.
Dolf. You are just at the grocer, the market, getting apple juice and cranberry juice and such, and bread and whatnot. What aisle are you in right now? This is as well. Aisle.
Oh, soup. The soup aisle.
I'm at soup.
It's just soup.
I'm close.
Dolph, where are you?
Why are you in this?
I'm in soup.
I'm at soup.
You gave me too much power.
I'm not even mad. That was amazing.
Absolutely incredible.
No question. No hesitation.
Well, while you're at soup,
it's just a grocer called soup.
Yeah, it's just a grocer called soup.
Close up while you're there.
While you're looking at the various soups, you just with your passive perception notice an individual kind of walk near you, seems to be looking at the soup as well. Do you do anything?
If we make eye contact, I just like give like a soft smile, just like good day.
Gotcha.
I just need to know, I'm sorry. Is canned soup canon?
Oh no, it's just literal bowls of soup.
It's like we're at like the buffet
like they're all over a fire and it's like a cauldron of soup.
You have like little containers and you can put like soup.
Exactly.
Okay. I was like, it's fantasy. We can make that a thing, but canned soup seems a little bit like beyond this this world. Okay.
We haven't quite gotten to canon yet.
Yeah.
Leather bags of soup.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's like water skins, but soup skins. It's great.
Okay.
All right. So, are you gonna be like looking at them?
Well, like soon, like whenever you're like in like an aisle or like at like some shopping spot, and then you just accidentally like make eye contact, and it's like, oh hi, we made eye contact. Ooh.
Doing the white person smile.
Ooh.
Yes, yeah, the little like.
He's doing the white person smile.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. Oh.
Which is also very awkward because I feel like it's more they're like staring down on those, and I just feel them. So it's like, oh, hey, what's up?
They are like full size, like much taller than you. Obviously, they're cloaked.
Yeah, they're full size. I'm fun size.
Yeah, that's right. They're not the fun size you are, but they're cloaked, and you do make eye contact as you look up. You look at them and just kind of yeah. And looking back at you is a dragonborn individual who looks at you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me real quick.
Ooh.
No.
Now, okay.
Does this dragonborn happen to be copper colored?
Well, Dolf, from where you're at, you can see it is a copper dragonborn.
Question. Is this something that will make me fearful?
No.
Okay. Cool. Boom. 26.
26. All right. You feel this strange scent, this strange feeling wash over your brain. Like you really want to sleep. You just really just want to quickly just kind of shake it off and the dragonborn says, "Oh, well, I suppose we'll do it the hard way." And they pull out this giant mace. And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
We shouldn't have sent him to go get soup, guys.
Now, to be fair, we told him to wait, and he said, "Nah, it's fine." You are not fine.
I'm not fine. Like I said, Tyler's fine.
Tyler's getting scammed.
I was not wrong.
Tyler's getting scammed by a racist bro.
I will clarify this. He's not so much racist as he is elitist. He has generally nothing against centaurs.
Crossover.
I mean, he's a little racist.
It's more like it's like if the rest of you who might have dirty shoes walked in, he'd be like, "You're not welcome either."
Yeah, but
that's more his mindset.
Like
so
halflings are more known.
I agree. It's
for...
still not cool. Still not cool.
He's classist and racist.
Yes.
Halflings
Fair.
are more known for being barefoot all the time.
It's true.
So like, they don't know where my feet. I take good care of my feet, but they don't know where they've been.
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
I've
All
just
right.
Man.
in my mind that Bronson has a Saturdays for the Boys flag with a Z.
I could see it. I could see it. Honestly, Luke is very uncomfortable right now. Tyler's all for it, but like I'm very nervous about this. I'm nervous that he's also just like an undercover cop. A little bit. Like I'm a little nervous that I'm getting fully like.
He's gonna use you.
Yeah, there's something sketchy here.
Like he's literally gonna use you. He's gonna take all the money and like you're just.
Yeah,
I'm picking up really sketch vibes.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I mean Tyler's all in. But
I didn't know it.
Tyler's being trafficked for chariot racers. Like,
Which honestly makes so much sense for Tyler.
it really does.
Really does.
This isn't ideal.
Luke commits to the character,
I do.
even if it's the opposite of what Luke wants.
I know.
I love
It's
that.
fun,
Though.
though.
That's the best.
It's so fun. It's so fun to
Commit to
be
the bit.
someone else.
You commit to the bit.
All right, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, everyone who stuck around and watched us and came and joined us for this shenanigans. Thank you so much to Arcane Anthems for the use of the songs that you hear during the Starting Soon and the We Will Be Right Quack screen. Arcane Anthem is great on TikTok and Patreon. Go check them out. Thank you to AJ and Luke for the various graphics and for the screen you see here. That was all AJ. And the starting soon and we'll be right quack screens are all Tyler. It's all wonderful. Not Tyler, Luke. Gosh, dang it.
It's
Not
fine.
Tyler.
Interchangeable in my mind. But yes, thank you guys so much. Who else do I need to thank? Thank you to my players. Y'all are great. Y'all are so fun. I love having y'all around. Y'all
Yeah.
are so good.
Yeah.
The next session is on July 7th, I believe.
I believe you are.
I believe I
correct.
just received a small, quiet message telling me.
Yes. July 7th is the next session.
Remember, just remember.
Thank you to Deanna for reminding us when stuff is.
Marvelous. Awesome. Does anyone have any announcements aside from AJ? I know he does, but
I just
Don't look at
put
me.
my socials in the chat, so they're there.
Yeah, I'll drop my socials in the chat too. At Luke Aaron Holtz at everything.
perfect. All right. Well.
Oh, did you want to plug Anna's new?
Oh,
Well,
yes.
Do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anna has a new book YouTube channel. It's just Misty Mountain Reads. So,
I love it.
yes, it's great. Go check it out if you love books, or even if you don't, go check them out. Anna does a great job. She only has one video up, but she's got lots more coming.
Yeah, it's a baby channel. It's a baby.
You're doing amazing.
Yes.
Newborn.
Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. Thank you to Misty Mountain Memes, our wonderful meme channel, doing the Lord's work, doing Lord Quackers work out there. And yeah, also we have a YouTube channel. If you did see all of this, you can go to Misty Mountain Legends and see the things that you missed. So
Catch up.
sweet. Without further ado, AJ, your announcements.
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Husha Kid. You can find me on the 3 T's of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_Kid. I can skip that because that is what we are doing right now. On Sundays, soon enough, you'll catch me on Hidden Magics over on the Chaotic Pod Twitch channel at 5 p.m. EST, where I play a perfectly normal bugbear fighter, Keon. Nothing off about him, no secrets whatsoever. On Tuesdays, after not this coming up Tuesday, the following Tuesday, you can find me on the Fey Realms Twitch channel at 8:30 p.m. EST, smashing and banishing monsters as Valorian on Institutionalized, where we're playing Monster of the Week. And then on Saturdays, you can catch me on the greatest online esports competitive team ever, Dub Club, with It's the Riddler and Mallard Man. We never lose. We don't lose at all. Don't check the VOD because we win all the time. Dub Club all the time wins. And soon enough, I was just revealed to be a king in a certain new Roll20 sponsored show called Kingsguard. So soon enough, check that out. That's going to be on Critical Misses channel, which if you want to go on a raid, I would suggest going on a raid to Critical Misses channel right now. But yeah, that's soon enough. More details when that actually happens.
Nice.
I gotta update my ending spiel because a lot of things have changed.
Oh, wonderful. Well, there's nothing else. Thank you, everyone, again, who came out and watched us. Really appreciate y'all coming and spending your Wednesday night this way. We really appreciate it. So, and that's it. I think we're done. So,
Yeah. Good night.
thanks, everyone. Bye. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.